This project is a little different because it comes on the heels of a historic catastrophe, the Eaton Fire, which took out over 9,600 structures and impacted over 40,000 community members, of which many of our staff, including myself, lost homes, and our office of 22 years, everything was consumed by the fire. Altadena, it's a beautiful neighborhood and is relatively hot. The heat island is a pretty serious concern because we've got the Angeles National Forest and we're all living right up against the mountains. So you've got temperature inversion. And I remember when we first moved here, we only had one air conditioning unit, so we'd all gather around that or move around our house depending on where the trees were. And a lot of people, they may have lost their whole entire home, all of their furnishings, all of their belongings. But the one thing that's the anchor in their lives over multiple generations is the tree that was on their lot. We were desperate for some sort of support logistically, and I was very glad to connect with Bruce and with core member partners and find out that they might be able to help us. We got a donation of one truck, and then the core members from Long Beach and from the Inland Empire, and we have some members helping us from California Conservation Corps. We took an aerial that we had pre-fire and compared it to a post-fire aerial and had our whole team create an index of anything that looked like it was still alive. We had to effectively make a watering business overnight. Like, how do you connect to a fire hydrant and deliver the right amount of water to the drip line so that these trees are feeling the relief that we wanted them to feel. So we wanted to find a way to keep those trees going. We started asking for help in February, see if the county could provide some watering support. And at the behest of CAL FIRE and other arborists, we started indexing the trees, like going to ground truth, the locations, with a lot of help from core members. And after the fire, our focus shifted radically to saving the legacy trees that characterize and define and make Altadena livable.
We have a team that goes out and does data collection on the trees. They'll do DBH, they'll do crown length, all cardinal directions, and then they'll take a picture of the tree, they'll estimate how tall the tree is, and then from there we'll go ahead and provide water for the tree. Depending on the diameter of the tree is how much water that tree needs. In some cases too, since you got to take the factors into consideration, droughts, fires, a tree that we do a measurement for may say it needs 150, but just because of how dry the soil is, we may give it 300. 400 gallons of water, and also depending on how stressed the tree looks as well.
This is a long-term proposal. So right now our emergency was getting water to trees that were really impacted by the fire.